Nicola Willis, 8.1. That will be a disappointment to her. The total is 18.062. If you've got a quick calculator, divide by 2, and that's the score that counts. And we'll do it very quickly, 9.187. Gail Campbell of Scotland. Open with an 8.575. Now the vault.
Good flight, lots of control. Handspring piked front somersault. Powerful gymnast. Brings the hands in towards the front of this platform. One of the more difficult things about the platform is that if you want to block early, use the front edge, you've then got to travel a long way to cover the meter line the other side. But she performed it well and showed the extra height you can get. .925. Second vault has to be different, of course. And she adds the half turn. Very well directed, and she lands upright, which is very important for the score. If you land in a deep pike, the judges take a lot of marks off.
She's been the Scottish champion for the last 3 years. Alexandra Croak. Second piece is the beam. Alexandra Croak for Australia.
Two backflips and a layout, and she's off the beam, and this really is so unexpected. Two of, is it 4 errors or 5, Barry? I can't remember. The Australians are down to her. So half the errors from Miss Croak. Totally unexpected. Difficult combination. The next series. And what usually is for her an elegant, flawless piece of apparatus has turned into a bit of a nightmare. That beam will seem yards long now. But she's through it. Half the competition over for her. And perhaps the entire competition now out of her grasp.
Oh, I don't think there can be any question now. Very disappointing for her that the Australians suddenly are not the same competitors as last evening. Gail Campbell. Total of the 2 vaults, 9.1 for the second, which is a very good score. And 9.012 Look back at what happened to Alexandra Crowe. Well, I don't think it's a technical thing, Mitch, that you have to talk about. I mean, it's just one of those days, and it's the day after the evening before.
It's a long competition. There's the score, 8.075. It's over for her.
It just may be that she's asked. I know, she's finally joined up with the group. I wonder where she was going for a minute. So Kate Richardson still in front, and deservedly so. Beth Tweddle in second place. Then Heather Purnell of Canada, Alana Slater of Australia, then Becky Owen of England in fifth place. Gail Campbell of Scotland, seventh, and Renee Jones, I beg your pardon, the first of the Welsh, and then Melanie Roberts. So, halfway point, and Kate Richardson has looked very good so far for Canada. Excellent beam, and then a very pleasing floor. That's where she is for round three. I'm hoping not to land like that. Beth Tweddle in contention. Becky Owen also in contention. The British champion nearer the rostrum. Now in third place, we'll go next to the bars. Becky Owen will go first on the beam, and Beth Tweddle last on the beam in this round three. Alana Slater, as you see, warming up the bars.
Gymnasts, you have 30 seconds left of warm-up.
Slater just has to drive for home, but she will need Kate Richardson to make a mess of something.
If you had to bet on one of the Australians holding it together, it would have been Slater. Very focused, very determined.
Becky Owen with an 8.875 on the beam in the team competition. She'll need something a bit better than that. She's to move up from fifth place.
Shaky at the start, but now into the rhythm and building her confidence. Backflip layout, tiny dip at the shoulders. much more solid in that front somersault. Has some lovely touches. Now then. Well done. Double twist, wraps it up very nicely. Ten centimetres or 4 inches in old money. That's the width of that beam. Need to be very sure-footed.
Right. This is Renee Jones, Wales. Very nice leotards. So what she scored so far.
Clean and precise in the clear circle to handstand. Just fingertips. She needed to lift the somersault a little bit higher, so she sighted the bar earlier. With a good handstand shape, she's recovered her composure. Double pike dismount. But she's very disappointed with herself.
I think you should just have a quick look at the scoreboard in the arena. Here we are, we just saw it. Becky Owen, first place, 8.625. There are others still to go, but it's worth staying in the memory.
It's the moment you take the photograph.
Well, I wouldn't want to put you on the spot, but you must be a delight to coach, because the potential is clear for all to see, and so is the good attitude.
Yes, she's a great gymnast to train. Works hard and works with intelligence. You really feel you're working together.
Wow. So Lauren, who started well with a good vault for Australia, and then had problems on the bars. She's going around with 2 of the 3 English women in the competition. So she's on the beam. She's a little younger than Becky Owen. Simple mount.
But now it gets difficult. Too difficult. And extraordinary. Compose now. Full twist in the Corbett flick. And he must feel very heavy with so long to go in a routine, and that error right at the start. Now's the dismount, recovered by then. And what an extraordinary day for the Australians.
Well, the evening competition started with the thought that Australia could get 1, 2, 3. Question now is, will they get anybody on the rostrum?
If you just look to our right at the Australian commentator, you'll know the answer to that. She's scraped her shin and off the beam she comes. Squeezing hard, trying to make good as much she can of the damage, but futile.
Well, there could be consolations tomorrow in the apparatus finals. Renee Jones only 7.45. Obviously disappointing for her. .475 for Sarah Lauren. Kylie Stone waiting to be given the go-ahead for her floor routine. Kylie Stone, last year's Canadian junior champion.
Unusual start. Most gymnasts like to get the tumbles done right at the beginning. But she still had plenty of energy. Didn't quite have the power. Difficult tumble so late in the exercise. Now she can't afford another mistake. A very measured double pike back somersault. Difficult program, not quite got the power to pull it off.
Asked a lot of her in terms of the changes of pace of the music.
Yes, it was a strange routine, I think, really, would be the best to describe it.
And proving very testing for her afterwards as well as during.
This was the last tumble. She obviously is very powerful. Lots of awareness on the double pike. But the double Arabian in the middle, you don't see the floor. You have to measure where it is, and to do that so late in the routine is really very difficult.
And then Davidova, the former Olympic champion, 1980, consoling her charge, 8.675, but the program did seem to ask an awful lot of her. Now, Here is the leader. Kate Richardson, 9.6.9175. Few more words of encouragement. She waits the moment. Round 3 for the leader. Can Kate Richardson maintain the form we've seen so far?
The answer has to be no.
This, of course, is the piece where you do get 2 chances.
Sad thing is, they both count. So she'll need a cracking second vault to make up for this. Full turn. Pulls too hard in the pike to make sure the rotation. 3 or 4 paces in the face already tells you what she thinks of it. Little flat, pulled hard and went way off centre. That's the problem with the twisting vault. The accuracy, the squareness, difficult to predict.
.875 for the first vault. She averages that, it will be good enough to put her in front, but obviously the others would have got a little bit closer to her, those who've done well.
That's better. Not such a difficult vault. Full twist from the Yurchenko entry. But that's tidied it up nicely.
Nicola Willis, England's number 3 in the rankings of the team competition.
Now this is a really big tumble. You watch 2 somersaults in the straight position. And immediately a second very difficult tumble. The full twisting back, double back. Tumbles, 2.5. Oh, an excellent routine.
Absolutely, tons of spring. And she really enjoyed that and deserves the pat. Little tap there from John Aldridge, the England doctor. Second vault, 9.4. And the average of the 2, 8.925.
Great power from Nicola. This is the opening tumble, double straight. There's not many female gymnasts in the world who compete that. You can see the power she gets off the floor, see it sink as she lands. This, the double back with a full twist in. They have to, all the gymnasts have to do a series with 2 somersaults. This was hers. A front somersault, walk out into a 2.5 twist.
Should be her best mark, is her best mark, 9.15. Currently putting her in 4th place. Becky Owen in 2nd place behind Kate Richardson. Beth Tweddle yet to go. And Alana Slater has been given a little hope by the error on the first vault of Kate Richardson. The Australian Olympian Alana Slater.
Sharp so far. Nice transfer through the somersault to the lower bar. Hop full twist. Nice combination in the ginger. Holds her form. Maintains her swing. She's laid the Australian ghost on this apparatus. Super finish.
Looking much more relaxed this time as she comes off. She got a 9.5 here in the team competition. Perhaps she will again.
She's so focused. She probably didn't even see the errors of her teammates, but this is lovely work. Stretch body position, the pack somersault, the layout back somersault to catch. Just a hint of leg indiscipline there, but really, this is how Australians really can swing bars.
And she's gone better than in the team competition, 9.55. And she moves into 2nd place. And less than 0.1 between 1st and 2nd. It's going to be a good final rotation. From Northern Ireland, Victoria Martin.
The experienced member of the team from Northern Ireland. Very good, confident lift into that layout. Full spin, a compulsory element. And a very well performed jump. Pause for a difficult element. She reacted very well to that under rotation. the dismount. 1.5 twisting front somersault. Very confident performance.
She said the experienced member, of course the most experienced member, would have been Holly Murdoch. On floor, Alexandra Croak of Australia. Wanting to get a much better score and do herself far greater justice than so far.
Very elegant gymnast. Will be anxious to prove. Oh, and yet again. So graceful in the way she put the exercise together. The tumbling and the acrobatic skills have given her problems all the way through this afternoon. A resigned expression.
Yes, one of those days. 8.25 for Victoria Martin. It's been really tough on Beth Tweddle. She's had to wait for all the others to go on the beam, and knowing this is where she came to grief yesterday evening, she needs to do her best now.
And that's the all-important opening leap series. She missed it yesterday. Good linkage. That's the sort of positive control that she needs. And another aggressive jump. Hear the advice from her teammates in the background. Big concentration for the round off. Plants the feet on the end. 2.5 twists. And they were right. She could do it.
Amanda Kirby rushes to greet her. She's a coach at club level, as well as here in the Commonwealth Games. But that's exercised a small ghost. 8.775 for the unfortunate Alexandra Croak. Saw what she could do yesterday, and maybe will do so again tomorrow, but not tonight. Let's go through the routine as to how tonight it went right for Beth Tweddle.
Very positive with the opening pike front somersault mount. Once her feet were on, she wasn't going to allow any sort of error. And here the dismount really lifts well into it, squeezes the 2.5 twists.
Ah, it's a gymnast's friend. Do you want ice? No doubt about it, thank you. she will finish on the floor, as will Becky Owen, who prefers that piece a little more. A little freezing needed from the squirter as well. 8.9 for Beth Tweddle. That puts her in third, just in front of Becky Owen. Good contest within the team, but you wouldn't know that from the actions of the two. Each has been helping the other. From Canada, Heather Purnell.
Clean and crisp in handstand. Full turn. Ginger to catch. Loses the leg form slightly. Plenty of flight between the bars. And the dismount. Full twist, double tuck. It didn't look as if it was going to go around, but it did. And she's put together 3 good routines. It's the only obvious fault there when the legs drifted apart after the somersault catch. Nice transfer, plenty of height between the bars. Good long swing technique, but a little flat, suffering from a lack of rotation in the dismount.
.75, and she pushes Rebecca Owen out of 4th place and takes that place herself. So, the end of the 3rd rotation. Kate Richardson still leads, but only narrowly now from Alana Slater. Beth Tweddle in the bronze medal position, Becky Owen in 5th place, Nicola Willis in 7th. Gail Campbell from Scotland in 8th place, and Helen Galashan also going well in 10th. And the 3 Welsh altogether. Melanie Roberts leading Holly Templeton, I beg your pardon, and Renee Jones. And 18th place for Victoria Martin, who we were watching before, doing a good beam routine. Nicola Willis. She ends on the vault. Heather Purnell of Canada, clearly in with a shout. She will also be on the beam.
And the final set of 8 gymnasts who make the floor final tomorrow are
focus on the final rotation. The leader is on the bars. The two best placed English gymnasts are on the floor. Alana Slater is on the beam. And leading off on the floor is Sarah Lauren, who is in 6th place for Australia.
Double Arabian. Complex series of leaps. She kept enough in the tank, just about. Good recovery after not such a successful beam exercise.
Well, I have to say, Christine, compared with yesterday evening in the team competition, not a patch on that.
Just wasn't the same exercise, was it?
On the vote, Kylie Stone of Canada.
Straight Yurchenko. Safe vault.
Still not a happy bunny.
Only halfway through this test. It was nice and clean, lovely shape. My guess is this is the marker, and the second vault will have a twist added to it. Nice push. Good shape.
And 8.725 out of 9-1.
Yurchenko, there's the full twist. She set it up nicely with her first vault.
So she's got the whole world on her shoulders. Sarah Lauren, sorry, don't believe that. 9.5 for a floor that yesterday was given 9.45 and was absolutely superb. I'm sorry, but I think that's total nonsense. It's a complete package yesterday, not today. Different judges, different opinions. Theirs count, mine's just an opinion.
And on vault for England, Nicola Willis.
Very depressed, and the average mark 8.85. Nicola Willis has had a good battling competition. And Nicola Willis is now looking for a good finale, a good vault.
And attacks it well. Good high Piked front somersault with the half turn. Powered into the board, arms in quickly, uses the front of the platform, lifts up. Little smile to show how pleased she was. Many coaches actively discourage the gymnasts from showing too much emotion. They feel it takes their concentration away from the next thing.
Nine, 1, 5. 9-6. Something to build on here. Second vault for Nicola Wells.
And very good, full twisting, straight Sukahara. Very pleasing finish to her competition today.
Yes, pity I didn't give her a right name. Nicola Willis. The leader, Kate Richardson, finishes on bars.
Lovely discipline with head position. Good style in flight. The king of release, beautifully done. Full turn into the Kachev, and she's swinging well. Lifting the feet, double layered somersault, a hop forward, and the smile's already there.
Could be good enough. She's had a pleasant demeanour all the way through. Mark, it does help if you start with a 9-6.
Very disciplined. Head and body line. Losing leg form there. But the swing was continuous. It was smooth.
Nine 0-5-0 from a start value of 9-4. That's tremendous. She has to wait now to see whether it will be good enough to take the title. Nicola Willis, 9-1-2-5 is the average that counts, and she ends on 35.150. Currently third. She won't have taken any note of what Kate Richardson did. Lots of words this time from Maggie Didick. She's going to wait until the music dies. The favourite at the start of the evening comes to the beam where in the team competition she scored 9.125. She now needs to be a bit better than that at 9.2 if she's to be champion.
And she needs to commit herself to a little more difficulty than she did on the first day. Making the full twisting backflip look easy. And that's one of the series that is broken. She would normally try and join the free walkover into the backflip and layout. Keeps her composure. And that, although not a fall, will be at least a 0.3 deduction for grabbing hold of the beam to save herself.
She can't save the championship.
I would be very surprised. And slight hesitation on all those elements. Lots and lots of difficulty in this routine, but now she is almost out of time. Has to rush into the dismount, but performs it excellently. I think she knows it's unlikely to be quite enough.
Yes, at the conclusion, possibly her nicest expression. One of resignation, not to be mine, almost certain to be hers. That's a nice touch. Hug with an Olympic champion for Kate Richardson. And she's relaxed now, she knows.
There, the free walkover. She just hesitated for a moment. Didn't fix the hips. Came back to perform the layout somersault very competently. But that's the problem. Split the legs unevenly.
And it's those who have hope of silver or bronze who will now be looking closely. Canadians still want to have it confirmed. She's not home and dry yet, Kate Richardson. Eight, 7-5. Not to be for Alana Slater. She's in second place. And Kate almost certainly the champion unless somebody does something quite exceptional.
What a difference 24 hours could make. Errors on the bars yesterday in the team competition. Almost looked like she was out.
Scotland's Gail Campbell.
Deliberate set, backflip into the somersault. Really solid, the landing. Nice attack. Come on, fight it. Lost that one. Nice gain and dismount. It's a pity she fell off. She'd won a few minor battles during that exercise, but finally succumbed to give 5/10 to the judges. And Colin, ever consoling.
Ladies and gentlemen, to represent England, please show your support for Beth Twiddle.
Roars of encouragement for Beth Treadle. Not her favourite piece. She would need to get her best score, 9.025, if she was to take the silver away from Alana Slater.
Well, there wasn't a lot to deduct on that. This is the very difficult series that she has to concentrate hard on. Cleanly round the triple. Oh, great finish.
Well, a game challenge for sure. And she's had a good competition, Beth Treadle. Is it to be rewarded with a medal? Applauded by Kate Richardson, who knows that here is the last threat. And it's a very outside threat. But silver was a possibility.
Played a great captain's job over the competition, led the team yesterday. But today, a little more relaxed and performed wonderfully for herself.
She's made it to silver, 9.05. She's pushed down Alana Slater. Kate Richardson now knows that she's got the gold. And Slater now knows that there is one threat remaining that might knock her off the rostrum. 7.65 for Gail Campbell. Heather Purnell of Canada finishes on the beam.
Very solid start. Just the adjustment, and again. Forward walkover, just those errors will mount. The atmosphere, unbelievable. She's gained in composure as the routine has progressed. Backflip layout. Difficult leap. One and a half twists. Really pleased to get feet on Mother Earth.
Well, she went in knowing that from fourth place there was a good chance of moving up to third, but she would have had to be far better than previously on that piece of apparatus. Canada in first place, Australia at the moment in third, England in second. And Alana Slater has taken it very well.
She represents England. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Rebecca Owen.
Last to go, Rebecca Owen.